And we are live. Let me check my audio because I don't know if messing around with Mark earlier today, it looks like it did mess my audio settings up. Teams. Let me check out my sound settings. Yep, it did. Interesting. It did. It messed my sound settings up. And hello to everyone. It's Saturday night. At least it's Saturday night here. And we'll see what happens in a little while if Mark goes live with an astronomy stream. And that wouldn't happen for another hour and a half at least. So there is definite time for that. In the meantime, I'm just going to chill. And then we'll see if Mark goes live later. We shall see. In the meantime, I'm going live. Let me put. So hello to those on TikTok, Rumble, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and all the other ones. Because there's a few. So some nice aurora coming from Greenland on the screen right now. And it's their airport. So pretty nice. Pretty nice aurora right now at the moment. Okay, let me make sure all the pop-ups. Why does it look like I'm missing something? YouTube. I'm missing YouTube. Okay, there we go. What's up, Bob? How are you doing over there? Hope your knee is recovering. Hey, you were on the ladder cutting branches today? Oh, your knee is mending. Oh, awesome. Awesome, Bob. Been there, done it. Jeez. There's a stalling thing. I don't know if it happened already, but I can't watch it. Too late. Nope. Can't do it. All right. I was going to do something else before I start. All right. That's good. Now I got to send somebody a link. Let's do that now. Good. Now I gotta send it to them on the phone. Why does it say that? Why does it say Saturday Night Chill on there, but not on there? But it does say it right on YouTube, so that's okay. But it's weird. Okay, message sent. That's done. All right. So what's going on in here? I hear you. You got to do what you got to do, Bob. You got to make it look nice for the wife. You got to do it. Otherwise, you'll never hear the end of it if you don't. You got to do what you got to do. So, again, we'll see what happens with Mark and this whole Teams thing, because that's a struggle in itself. using Microsoft Teams to do what we're doing. So we're trying to push Microsoft Teams to the limit and see what it really can do, which we tested earlier today. So I think it's just a matter of working out the little bugs using it. But I think it'll be okay to use. At least on my end, it works. It does. But I have the ability with 4 monitors to share on a monitor. It's a little different when you're using one monitor and trying to do things. It's a lot easier when you have 4 monitors. Like what you see on that screen is a shared monitor here. That would be screen 1. Streamlabs is on screen 3, where I'm looking at right now. Screen 2 is here with all the browser windows open. And screen 4 is all the pop-out for the chats open. Because I like to look at the quality, because sometimes somebody say, oh, it's not working right on YouTube. Well, I'm looking at them in the browser windows. I'm not looking at Facebook. It's the only one, which I should, because I don't get the comments. It's not like it has a pop-out. I'm going to Facebook now. That is a Ring Neighbors notification. Oh my, did my brother lose weight? He looks like he lost a lot of weight. What's going on with that? Anyway, he doesn't look the same. So now I can see Facebook. Now. I believe it. I believe that, Bob. I see what you're writing in chat and YouTube. What? What happened here? What? I can't tell if that's a vehicle. Oh my God, not good. A really bad accident in the area. Let's just say that. What's up, Elise? I see you gave it the thumbs up. I am actually paying attention to YouTube right at the moment. I am. Because I have the pop-outs for TikTok and all the other ones. But I can never see what's going on in Facebook. So now if anybody commented in Facebook, I could see it. That's the advantage of having all this stuff, because I could have those browsers open and be able to see it. Because unfortunately, it doesn't have a pop-out feature. At least I don't think it does. No. And I have to be careful because I'll get the audio bleeding in from YouTube and we'll hear an echo. So, no can do. Anyway. So, like I said, and hello to Donlin, those in TikTok coming in. We may do an astronomy stream later with my friend Mark D'Antonio, but that won't be for like another hour and 20 minutes because he has to wait till the skies get dark in Arizona for the telescope. And there's also the possibility that we can't do it. One, the moon might be too bright. Second, the weather, the clouds. So it really wouldn't be so much of that. It would just be a quick thing, which it might make more sense to wait to a dark sky night and have him on so we can do this properly, where you can get really the best of what the telescope can do in his observatory in Arizona, which he has two. One, and it's beautiful. It's dark sky. One is at above 3,000 feet. The other one is at like 1,600 feet. So they're at different altitudes. But, of course, the one that's on the higher one will look better, less atmospheric interference. That's why a lot of observatories are in mountains above all that atmospheric issue like clouds and everything else. So, and that's why space is the best when you get out there, because you don't have to deal with everything that the Earth has to offer. So look what the James Webb and the Hubble did, and still does. So that's the advantage. And also darkness in the sky. Like I live in a middle. It's considered like in the middle of the chart of darkest sky. If you lived in a city, you're at the lowest. But Arizona is like right up there for dark sky. It's like, could you imagine being in the middle of a desert and looking up at the sky? So it's common sense, right? If you did that in a city, you're not going to see all that. It's just not. It's light pollution. So that's how they grade it, by the amount of darkness and how good the visuals are without light pollution and other factors. But they do that. Really? Rumble won't let you chat? That's bizarre. That's weird. I have no idea on that. No idea why that's happening. But I see Bentley. See, I see TikTokers coming in. Bentley. There's a bunch of corporate crybaby. Some of these usernames are clever. I mean, it's like, it's actually, when I see it, see, because like right now I have the pop out, and TikTok I do. You want to see? You'll see yourselves in my pop out. See right there. There's TikTok. And there's corporate crybaby, if you're still there. See? So I see what's going on in TikTok, if anything. It's nice when people participate and interact like they're doing right now in the other ones, like YouTube and Bob's and Trovo. Twitch is quiet right now. Facebook is quiet. So it's kind of, hey, it's Saturday night. I could think of, well, maybe I can't because I'm sitting here, think of better things to do. That would not be good. It's like, I got better things to do. Well, then why are you sitting there doing what you're doing right now, dude? Actually, I enjoy doing this because I'm so busy. All the time. I'm always busy. I hardly rest. So we'll see if we do a astronomy thing tonight, but I'm thinking I'm going to let Mark know. I'd rather wait till we can really show what the telescope can do on a dark night sky with the moon not being an issue, because he's not going to be able to do that tonight because the moon gives off light pollution. What's going on here? I am on Rumble and locked in, but sometimes Joe and Rumble glitch on sign in. Okay. I've never had issues logging in to either one because I'm automatically logged in. When I go to any of my pages, I'm automatically logged in. I don't log out ever. I'm always logged in. Like TikTok, as soon as I start streaming to TikTok, TikTok opens up on the web browser, and it shows me the live feed. And I could just do the pop out, and I see the chat right there. It's like instantaneous. It's pretty cool. See, like, I don't think there's nobody watching right now, but there was like 36 views already. But I don't think there's anybody in there now. But this is what TikTok looks like when you're streaming on a browser. See? It's pretty cool. So that's TikTok. And I have a pop-out that I could see the chats. It's really nice. It's easy. A lot of people do it on the phone. They use TikTok mostly as the app, but you can do it on your browser. It's not hard. But you have to you just have to know how to tie things in to make everything work. And that's how I'm able to do this on TikTok, which is great. And it's actually Streamlabs, because Streamlabs has it. I have Streamlabs, which is OBS. It has it as a built-in destination. The same goes, now some destinations like Rumble are custom RTMP, but it's a static key that I use. So I don't even have to load the static key to go on Rumble with Streamlabs, because all I got to do is go live and they all go in line. Twitch, YouTube, TikTok, whatever the destinations are. There is 2 customized destinations. And I forget which ones they are, because I'm streaming to like I think I'm streaming to 7 places right now. So talk about multi-stream. Well, that's what we're doing right now. To 7. So some of them have to be customizable RTMPs, but I'm not going to get into all that because you have to know what I'm talking about and understand about stream keys and all that stuff. If anybody ever wants to learn how to do it, I'll show you. It's really not that hard. What's going on now? What is that? Oh, I saw what you wrote, Bob, for Trovo. It is. I went to the store a little while ago. It is just nasty out there. Not good. Tomorrow's going to be 53 with showers. That was that noise. Because I'm like that. The A word, that device over there, is tied to the phone. So when it makes that sound, I also get a notification through the phone. They're tied together. Same thing. And that happens with a lot of my stuff. It's all tied together. And what's up? Is that PJ? Well, Fisher. It's hard for me to see. And K. Because now I'm actually looking at the browser page for TikTok and the chat. But now I can see K is in there. So I'm not looking at Facebook at the moment. Facebook is quiet. I'm going back to TikTok. Bubba Knox. Bubba Knox was there, and Bubba Knox is gone. On TikTok, I seen the person pop in and pop out. So, but I can see it now. The TikTok. But that's just an example. What you can do with the technology at your disposal if you know how to utilize it and use it. We all went canoeing with whales after breakfast in the morning. Oh, this is back in the day? Or was this like today? Oh, that must have been back in the day, Bob. Whiplash. That makes me think of a Metallica song. Whiplash. And Kayla. That's what that made me think of when I saw Whiplash, the Metallica song. Now this is weird because I'm seeing it, Bren, but I'm not seeing it in TikTok browser. I see the people popping in on the pop-out chat, like jammed, but it's not showing up on the browser. That's weird. And I can prove it. Like, I don't know why, but you guys will see it on TikTok. Look, I see K, top viewers, and I see people popping in, but I could see who actually is coming in on the pop-out chat window. It's weird. But not on the other one. Because I guess it only shows in the pop-out. Oh, what's going on? No work. I think I'm going to shut my phone off. So I don't get disturbed tonight. I think that's done. You know, I'm not kidding. Some of them will email me because the different time zones at 1 o'clock in the morning. I'm sleeping. It's like, well, you expect me to jump out of bed and do it now? Because I'm hyper. I usually do. I need a link now. Really? What if I'm busy? Yeah, I'll get it. I'll get to it when I can. What's going on here? I just got a notification. I want to see what this says. Okay, no. Get out of there. It's not important. All right. Anyway. So what I'm going to do, because I could always stop the stream later. I think I might contact Mark anyway and tell him I want to wait till he can show the telescope with the dark sky view, because I really want you all to see like what he can do with the telescope. He's not going to be able to do that tonight because of the moon. He never does these telescope observations live when the moon is out like this full. He won't. So it's not going to give you the correct impression that it should, because, you know, first impressions are lasting impressions, good or bad. Trust me, I know when everybody bails out from coming here. So I want to present it the right way. And if he messages me, I'll let him know that. So I'm just going to just chill out tonight. Maybe we'll get some cool aurora going on up north and west. No, north and east. Because Greenland is north and east of me. I'm here to build... I can't believe Rumble won't let you chat. What's up with that? I wonder if that's if it's you or if it's a Rumble thing. Because yesterday, somebody says, Bill, 2 people. Bill, your audio's clipping and sounds terrible on YouTube. But I see it on my end. Everything looks good. Try a different platform. Yep, it was YouTube. That happens a lot. Sometimes it could be me. Like if I have my mic too low, it's definitely me. But a lot of times when people have audio issues, it's them. It's definitely not me. Maybe a level is me, but if they have problems with their audio, it's them. That's for sure. Because I make sure my stuff has to work. Producing live shows, it has to work. There is no, like if that mixer were to go, let's say something went wrong with that mixer board right now. I have backup. I have 3. Because I'll be paralyzed. Station-wide. I need the mixer board. So I have to have backup. But not to say that this thing is going to fail because it's a good mixer board. It's a Mackie. But I'm actually going to do that. There's a Pro FX. You can't see it, but it's right here. But I actually got to check out my other mixers. Now that I think about that, I know the one in my bedroom. I have a backup computer in my bedroom, camera, microphone, everything. But I need to make sure, just in case. I always like to have backup for everything. But like this mixer's got a lot of things connected to it. It's multiple audio cards, let's put it that way, for different channels, for different things. Now I noticed Team was coming. See, I have a separate channel. I realize that now with Teams. That could be a, but I don't plan on doing much with Teams, I can tell you that. But it came on my, I would have to assign it differently. It came through my AE5 Plus card in there. Because it's on that channel. I have a separate channel for Skype. But it's complicated. I don't even want to get into it. It's complicated. It truly is complicated, how everything's wired together. It's definitely professional. It's not even intermediate. This is a serious hookup here. I mean, just to try to explain it might not work. So the mixer board, look at all those wires, first of all. You have no idea. And there's a audio interface up there. See that graph bouncing up and down? But you see the mixer one doing the same thing. So anytime you do audio, you got to create a total loop and there's different sources. Even the computer has the sources. But that is the audio interface that everything pretty much is running through. Because all those, let me explain it this way. All your audio outputs that come out from the back of the computer, your audio cards. I don't care if you have an internal, the one on the motherboard, it doesn't matter. Those all come separately, this is how you would run it, into a mixer board on separate channels. So you can control those channels individually. Like I could put my music up loud or low, my microphone, Skype up and down. I can control all those individually. Now the mixer puts all that together and then it goes out into that big audio interface up there that's going up and down. Then that goes into the computer and it creates that big loop with all these audio sources. If that makes any sense. But that's how it works. And that's not all you got to do. Because I have 4 monitors, those are audio sources. Is it playback or is it microphone? And I do not mess with my sound settings. I can tell right away if something's wrong somewhere because I've done this for so long. And I built my computer. That's me. I put all this together. But the tricky part is, and a lot of people mess this up, this is where the problems run for a lot of people. Going into if you use Windows, forget about Mac. I would never use a Mac. Not to do this. Never. Ever. I would use a Mac. I would have to use the power of a real well-built desktop like this one. There's no way I would use a Mac. No way. Heck no. Different things, people complain, oh, Windows this. Well, your Mac can't do what I can do. I can tell you that. Don't swear on Macs. You'd be making a big mistake. So, I'm going to share my thing here. This is what's on my computer. And there's a lot. as the sound settings. People say, why are you sharing that? To show people so they understand. So this is microphone devices that I could have on. I have Mevo cameras. Those are separate cameras. This is the 4K, the video card, capture card. This is the mixer board, the analog 1-2, see? But it's not the actual mixer board, it's that interface up there, the Focusrite. That's where everything's leading into, as I showed that device up there. That is a giant audio card. That's the way you look at it, as a giant audio card. And then you have these, the cams. There's a lot of them. They have microphones, of course, on them. So all of these are microphone sources. And there's the communications device. That's another thing you got to understand. That's the audio card, the sound blaster. But then playback is speakers. I could have my monitors as my speaker, my TV screens. All of this, look at the monitors, the 4 of them. I could use that as a source. They're all ready to go. I would never use them. I should actually disable them. The video card, these are all possible audio speaker sources. So unless you know how to tie all that together and use them properly, you could run into big problems just on that alone if you don't know how to make that work. You got to use the right sources for the right things. You can get an update and it can mess everything up. So again, this is something, it's just not one thing. You have to know how to deal with everything to make it all work. Because trust me, it's a lot. Like, if I was to disassemble everything here, it's crazy. It's a lot. There's a lot of wires. There's a lot of how things are connected. It's just insane, actually. And then I've got this thing here, which controls 4 HDMI inputs, like 2 Xboxes are connected to this. The cable that goes to the camera outside is connected to this. It's 4 different video sources. So this here acts as a video card. And it has one out. And the one out goes into my internal capture card device to make all this work. The Blackmagic. So again, this is technical. But this is the smaller version of the ATEM. It's really excellent to have. The ATEM. And I can control, like I could put Xbox 360 right now. I could put my Xbox X. I could put the camera, and all it is pressing a button. It's really good to have. So there's a lot of this is like geeky stuff, but it's fun. It's fun to me, at least. But you got to know what it is. You got to know what you're dealing with. Like, I also have the Stream Deck back there. I don't even use it, but it's there, and it works. It's on. I just don't use it. I don't have no need to use it, but it's there. So there's a lot of gadgets in front. Even this arm is pretty cool because a lot of people use, I like this. It's connected to the wall where I can just swing it. It's not on a stand. It's not on those cheaper versions of a clip that you clip to a table, and this is nice. A boom arm for a mic. Because a lot of people like to have the mic on the screen when they're talking. And yeah, the audio might sound better because the mic is right up to me now. The audio might sound way better because the mic is like right here in front of me. I don't like it. I don't like the mic in my face. That's why my audio may not sound great with the microphone, because the microphone is all the way here. That's why when people say, oh, you sound low. Yeah, you're right. I probably do. but I wouldn't sound that low if the microphone was right here to my face. I just don't like it in the picture. I just don't like it in front of my face. It's as simple as that. The live feed is working fine on Rumble, but you can't get into chat. That's weird. And hi, Kira. She's in TikTok. Why are you in TikTok, Kira? You know where to go. I mean, it's fine that you're in TikTok, but you know there's other places you can be right now. Just saying. So, I guess a lot of people like to show their mics, a Shure mic, or I don't know. I don't know if they just like to show it. You know what I mean? Like, look at my mic. I got a nice mic. See my mic? But this isn't just your ordinary Yeti. This is a XLR Yeti. That's different. It's not USB. Who cares? Because actually, this is a special Yeti mic. This is an XLR connected to the mixer board. The standard ones are USB. They just plug in. This is different. This is an XLR connector. It's a little bit more. That's funny, Bob. Hey, by the way, tell your wife I said hello. I'll leave it there for now because maybe it does sound a little better. But at some point, it even blocks my models. I mean, look at it. What, Mom? I don't know where the dog is. If that's what you're asking me. I don't. Out of nowhere. Where's the dog? Oh, she wants to feed him. That's why. Anyway. What's going on? Anything going on in Facebook? Facebook's quiet. Look at Facebook. Tell Brenda I send my love. Anyway, so we're both on the same thought path. Wow, that must be pretty hard for you to live with. That must be pretty hard for you to even be here. Maybe I should get her on to come with me and we could just team up on you. Bob is like, no way, that ain't happening. No way, Bill. I don't think so. That's like having Momzilla sit on the chair. That ain't happening. Bob is like, don't even think about it, Bill. I fell asleep this afternoon for like an hour. And I forgot, I wanted to get apple juice. But I wanted, and this is for a reason I say this, but I wanted to get German apple juice. Oh, I said to you, no. I don't know where he is. I don't know. No. Do I need to get up now and look for him? Is that what it's coming to now? Let's get this done so I don't have to deal with it later. He's probably under your bed. Yes? He is? It's right there, yeah. What are you eating? A hamburger? What is that? A hamburger. Just like that, you look like a fucking mouse. Oh my God, that's crazy. All those things you could eat, and you're eating that. You got shrimp rolls, you got shrimps.
Where are the shrimp rolls?
They're in the freezer.
What? Take it out.
You take it out.
Those are the ones that I eat.
Yes.
Just do it.
Where are they? Here. You got pizza, you got veggie burgers.
Oh my God.
You like the veggie burgers, so. Alright, that's done. Holy shit. Oh my God. That's crazy. That just scared the hell out of me. Why does this happen to me? There are objects falling as I walk by. Maybe because I was pounding the floor? Really? And stuff is just gonna fall? Telling you, this house is kind of weird at times. It could just be a coincidence. A paintbrush just fell off. Could have just been me walking hard and the vibration made it fall. Yes. Still, kind of freaked me out. Oh no, here she comes. What? What?
You want me to make you some?
Heck no.
Oh, those are delicious.
No.
Shrimp rolls
No, I don't want any. I don't.
with the sauce?
No thanks. I'm full. I had 2 veggie burgers with coleslaw on them. I'm full. That was earlier though. A while ago. That was at like 3 o'clock, so. But I'm still not gonna eat. I'm just checking the messages. I think that was TikTok. I don't know. I heard something. Anyway. Where was I? I don't even know. Okay, so we're going to say goodbye on Facebook. And we're definitely going to say goodbye on YouTube. We will stay on TikTok, of course. And the other platforms as well. TikTok. For those on TikTok, I see Luna came in. For those on TikTok, I'm going to be playing music now and watching the sky. It's Saturday night. I work hard, so this is my night to chill out and drink apple juice. Because I work 6 days, really 7 days a week. That's funny, Bob. But if you like a song, I don't care what song it is. I will play it. Put it in the chat. I will play it. Don't be scared by the music I play. Like, he'll never play it. Oh, yes, I will. Yes, I like all music. I also am open-minded to hearing new music. And I will be brutally honest if I like it or not. But the chances are, if it's got a good feel, a good rhythm, and it makes musical sense, it has to make musical sense. When I mean that, it just can't be like something you would hear if you were like on some serious flower power stuff going on. If you know what I mean. Like, that music would only really make sense if I was obliterated. Kind of a deal. Because I'll tell you, I hear it and it's like,
Go, Taco, go and eat. Taco,
I mean,
Taco,
Mom, please.
Taco.
He'll go when he wants to.
I'm leaving the door open.
Leave the door open. It's like
Go and eat, Taco.
a beat by a machine, by the way. Very unlikely it's somebody actually playing a drum set. It's a machine, software, looping, and a keyboard part that could be looping, or programmable, something that was programmed and made to loop. So the beat and the rhythms are looping while you got someone singing, or a version, an interpretation of what would be called singing, but not really. And the main thing of it is the beat and the lyrics. And I get it. But from a person of my position, loving music as a musician, I like to hear the different intricacies that go on in a song between the bass, the drums, guitar, multiple guitar parts, other instruments, and how it all comes together to make sense musically. Not done by a machine. Even though I still respect it, because it takes someone to create it, it does. What's impressive, I'm saying this, but at the same time, when I create my music with my lyrics, I'm totally dependent on AI. But the AI is creating what sounds like a guitar and a bass and a drum, and it's incredible how it can do that. It's just amazing how it creates the music for me, for my lyrics. I mean, it's really unbelievable. Now, it does take time for me to make the arrangements for the music and all that, but like yesterday or the day before, I made an experimental hip hop R&B song with my lyrics. And it sounds pretty freaking good to me. But I like stuff that has a beat and like a feel and rhythm. Like, I could literally go to a club and enjoy, rock it, and get on the dancing floor and do it if I had to, because I could feel it. But that other stuff, that other music that I hear is like, I could maybe hear that in the background playing and ignore it. Or it could be background music. But I ain't going to a club and enjoying it. Or a concert and enjoying it. Heck no. Heck no. I mean, and I respect, like I said, I respect the artist's ability to write and create that music. I respect it. That's going to a certain demographic, a certain audience likes that. More power to it. Because obviously there are people out there that enjoy this type of music. They find it awesome. Great. That is just not for me, but great for you. But we all have our different tastes, and that's good. That's okay. But when I hear, that's like when I used to listen to, not used to, when I listened to my era of metal, heavy metal. And it started to change. I would say, wow, that's a tough one. Because when Metallica came out with Megadeth and Anthrax and Exodus, all Testament, I mean, there were so many different bands. Slayer.
It's your hard rocks. Come on.
Mom's in the background.
Come on, eat.
The vocals started to change.
Saquito, go.
The vocals started to change to the music.
Come
But
on, sweetheart.
Mom, please.
I have to feed
You don't have to talk to him. He knows. He knows the food is there. He knows. And then, like, if I was to turn on the evolvement, how metal evolved to the growling, I couldn't stand that. I could not stand the growling metal. I couldn't listen to it. I was like, what is that? It was like insane. I mean, it made me want to think about literally taking my head and banging it on the wall. It was just crazy. Crazy. I couldn't listen to it. So even me, I have my limits. I have to enjoy it. And then it's like the guitar parts were like, because I have a guitar, I have 8 of them. It went from I'm like, what the hell is that? I get the speed part. Where's the solos? Like what Slayer would do even. It just got crazy. And then the drums. And it's like, they're just all trying to be super fast, and it sounds super, super horrible. Because it's hard to keep a feel to that unless you're in a mosh pit. And again, it's made for that certain group of people that like that kind of music. And they enjoy it. And I get it. It's just not for me. That would give me a headache after a while. yes, I can definitely put guitar and drum tracks over the music I write. I do that already with drums. You know that, Bob. I put drum parts over the songs that I create and write the lyrics to. I have not really tried to do guitar parts though to the songs I wrote. I have not tried that yet. Because I would have to connect the guitar like I have it now to the mixer board. And even with the pedal, it sounds overly distorted no matter what I try to do on the board or on the pedal. It just doesn't sound the same like if you were playing through a stage amp, if you know what I mean. It doesn't have that same quality sound. It just doesn't. But, I mean, it's not, I could try it one day. But I know it's gonna, I mean, I could do it. It's gonna just be a pain to really fine tune the highs, the mids, the lows on the mixer board, and then the overall audio level, and then on the pedal to get that right with the distortion or whatever pedal I'm using. So that's gonna be like, and on the guitar itself, the pickups, that has to be the right sound. So you're dealing with a lot of different things you gotta triangulate to make it sound right for a certain track. It's crazy. But it's a lot of fun. But if you're gonna do it, you gotta do it right, right? What's up, Nikki? And I'm saying hello to everybody on TikTok. I see people coming in. I don't know if you're still there, but I see you guys coming in. AKA Gamma. Yeah, I gotta go off screen. So, like, you know I wrote that country style song, Bob. I'm gonna get you a Momzilla shirt. Send me an email. What's up, Astro? And say hello to Fringe for me. You know that country song I wrote and how it's themed, how I wrote the lyrics. But that's like a country style song. And then I wrote this R&B experiment song yesterday, and I like it. Actually, I have to send it to myself as an MP3 for my car. I need to do that now. So we got to go to Suno. And it's cool, and I'm going to show you. You don't even know how many... it didn't even take me... It took 4 test tracks on Suno. I got 1,400 points. I can still make a lot of songs. So I'm going to share... Because this is how I do it. This is how I do it. So these are the R&B songs I made. I actually want the both of them. See how I made them public? And if I don't make it public, I put a check mark so I know which song I liked. But it's not public. So I actually got to download this MP3 for myself. And I got to download this MP3 for myself and mail it to myself so I could put it on my phone. So it's these two. So in here, I always use custom because I title the song, whatever I'm going to title it. And then I paste my lyrics in here. And then I pick genres in here. It could be hip hop. It could be whatever you want. And then it's going to generate AI created music to it. Now, I own the rights to this for multiple reasons. And how do you know that? You have to pay for this. I pay for this, obviously. Because the free version, you get like 50 credits, I think, or maybe 100. And I used a lot of credits the last few days. It starts me off at 2,500 every month. Right now, I'm down to 1,470. So, more from Suno. Help. Watch. Rights and ownership. Can I distribute my songs to Spotify, all that? Yes. If you made your songs with the Pro or Premiere version, those songs are covered by commercial use license. This allows you to distribute songs on all the audio platforms and on video, including TikTok. See? Right there. I can use it anywhere I want. I have licensing rights to my music. And I also have, in another area, I have copyright rights because I wrote the lyrics. But I share it with them because they created the music. So it's like a joint thing because I'm writing my own lyrics. They're mine. So that makes it mine. But since that makes the music, it's a shared thing with Suno. Which I'll send the songs to myself later. But it generated, and I created those 2 hip-hop style songs. Which I was pleasantly surprised how much I liked it. I'm going to play one now. I don't know which version is what, though. So I'm going to have to put this headphones on and see. We're allowed to play this on Facebook. It don't matter. I can't get in trouble for this. On YouTube, whatever. It's mine.
Turn up the volume.
This one. I like it.
Up the bass, rocking to the beat. No time to waste. Grooving to the music, bouncing on my feet. Come on, everybody, get off your seat. Get that groove on, no matter where you be. Shake it anywhere, baby, you and me. Join me on the dance floor, rock it on my feet. Come on, everybody, under the moonlight. Get that groove on, no matter where you be. Shake it anywhere, baby, you and me. Join me on the dance floor, rock it all night. Closer to your body, under the moonlight. Tingling down my spine, electricity in the air. Swaying with my baby, electrostatic in our hair. Keeping with the rhythm, in beating mood of tones. Feeding off your energy, rattling my bones. Cruising down the highway, my baby by my side. Turn up the volume, rocking as we ride. Driving to woofer beats, car seems to be alive. All in sync together, this is how we thrive. As we get home, we turn down the light. You and I together, make it through the night. Marvin plays in the room, let's get it on. Music made with each other to the break of dawn. Tingling down my spine, electricity in the air. Swaying with my baby, electrostatic in our hair. Keeping with the rhythm, in beating mood of tones. Feeding off your energy, rattling my bones. Cruising down the highway, my baby by my side. Turn up the volume, rocking as we ride. Driving to woofer beats, car seems to be alive. All in off your energy and mood of tones. Feeding off your energy, rattling my bones. Tingling down my spine, electricity in the air. Swaying with my baby, electrostatic in our hair. Keeping with the rhythm, in beating mood of tones. Feeding off your energy, rattling my bones.
I can't do that now, Glacial. I can't go on a live show now. I might do an astronomy stream with a friend in a little while. I told you we got to set this up on Discord. I just can't end my stream and do it now. That's impossible. I can't just stop what I'm doing to go on a Discord thing. We have to plan this out, Glacial. No, because I don't know necessarily what the hell I'm walking into. Isn't it a fun song? Because, like I said, I don't know what the heck is going on. So we have to plan this out a little bit better. And I don't even know who I'm going to be talking to. It's like, who am I dealing with? And what's up, Forged and Flint? I can't even repeat your whole title because, TikTok has certain regulations. It's crazy. I can't even read your whole user thing. Isn't that bizarre in a way? It is bizarre. But yeah, it's a fun song. Exactly, Astro. I wrote that as a fun song. And Patsy. Like the other version of this, because I wrote two different ones. I don't know if this is the same. No, that's blue. This is probably different.
Turn up the volume, crank up the bass, rockin' to the beat, no time to waste. Grooving to the music, bouncing on my feet. Come on everybody, get off your seat. Get that groove on, no matter where you be. Shake it anywhere, baby, you and me. Join me on the dance floor, rock it all night. Closer to your body, under the moonlight. Tingling down my spine, electricity in the air. Swaying with my baby, electrostatic in our hair. Keeping with the rhythm, in beat and mood of tones. Feeding off your energy, rattling my bones.
See, I can feel it.
Cruising down the highway, my baby by my side. Turn up the volume, rocking as we ride. Driving to woofer beats, car seems to be alive. All in sync together, this is how we thrive. As we get home, we turn down the light. You and I together, make it through the night. Marvin plays in the room, let's get it on. Music made with each other to the break of dawn. Tingling down my spine, electricity in the air. Swaying with my baby, electrostatic in our hair. Keeping with the rhythm, in beat and mood of tones. Feeding off your energy, rattling my bones. Turn up the volume, crank up the bass, rockin' to the beat, no time to waste. Grooving to the music, bouncing on my feet. Come on everybody, get off your seat. Get that groove on, no matter where you be. Shake it anywhere, baby, you and me. Join me on the dance floor, rock it all night. Closer to your body, under the moonlight. Tingling down my spine, electricity in the air. Swaying with my baby, electrostatic in our hair. Keeping with the rhythm, in beat and mood of tones. Feeding off your energy, rattling my bones. Cruising down the highway, my baby by my side. Turn up the volume, rocking as we ride. Driving to woofer beats, car seems to be alive. All in sync together, this is how we
imagine, I could hear this in my car, and it's gonna sound good in my car, and people will be like, "Damn, that song," and I'm serious. Damn, that song sounds pretty good. I wonder who makes that. Who did it? Who created? Who wrote that song? I did. They wouldn't believe it. You know what I'm saying? They wouldn't. So it's like that. Oh, Benson has been clouded out. Roger. Next week, less moonlight. It's better. Oh, there's a meteor shower next week. Tuesday, I think. Tuesday morning. Oh my God. I think so. Anyway. What the heck was I saying? So, you see the feel of that song? That's nice. I can get into that because I like R&B. Old school R&B, but still, I like that. I like that feel. I could feel it. I like it. Like I could feel a heavy metal song. People say it's noise. No, it's not. It might be noise to you, but because you don't understand the music. That's like, Bob knows this. I can play whatever they're doing on the metal song acoustically, and it would sound like a classical song. The distortion is what makes it metal. But if you were to play that clean, they're just doing scales. That's all they're really doing. But Yngwie Malmsteen, he's classically trained, and it's brilliant what he does on the guitar. But a lot of it has that distortion, and it's like, oh my God, it's too much for people. But if he was to do it unplugged, acoustically, you would be like, wow, because it takes talent to play that. It ain't a machine doing it. It's you, your fingers. It's you doing it. Like even me just trying to experiment putting a drum track to that last song. I'm playing it. I don't have a machine doing it for me. I'm doing it. You know what I'm saying? It's a little different. And it's fun. It's really fun when you play an instrument. It just is. You cannot take away from that feel, personal feel. When you're writing the music, you have to create the feel of the song. But once it's done and you program it, it's done. And you're just sitting here doing this. But when you're playing, you are at the time feeling the instrument. You're like me on the drums. I'm feeling that in real time, physically. And when you're on a guitar and you're doing solos and you're feeling the song out, oh, it's a great feeling. It's, how would I explain it? It's hard to explain. You feel connected. There's like an internal connection to it. It becomes part of you. I can't explain it, but it's so true. If you ask a person that plays, it's like I really can't even explain it with words. But it's incredible. Like when you're doing a jam and everybody's jamming out, and it's just a jam and everybody's just feeling it out, staying in a key, and they might do something and you're like, I could feel that. I could put a part to that. It's like you're trading off. And then sometimes you'll smile at each other and laugh at each other while you're jamming because you know, I like that. I like what you just did there. You're feeling each other. It's an incredible experience, right? Bob, you know what I'm talking about. And hello to those on TikTok. So again, when I wrote that song lyrically, because despite that version of rattling my bones with my lyrics, there are two others that are not hip hop style or R&B style. Because I like to experiment with different genre, different types of sound. Oh my God, that's crazy. It's too bad, Glacial. We're gonna do this another time. Oh no, here comes Momzilla. What? What do you want? I'm live. What?
Tell you something. You know that I taken a picture in the room, no? And the head goes near the window, no? Let me tell you something. There's a draft air coming in. Woo! It's like if I'm in a refrigerator.
That's nice. There's nothing I'm doing about it right now. I can tell you that.
No, I'm gonna look for a blanket or something and put it in the.
No, do what you gotta do.
I know. I always have.
The temperature's gonna be warming up tomorrow, and then it's pretty much over.
When I see it, I'll be.
No, not see it. When you feel it,
Yeah.
not see it.
When I feel it, I feel it, and
I mean,
see it.
the sun could be out, but you could be in the North Pole and it's minus 30. You know what I mean? Just you could see the sun is out. You might think it's warm, but it's not. It doesn't means nothing. You gotta feel it, not see it. Ma, close the door, please. Everybody could hear you. Anyway, and see, this is why I lower my mic. So we seen this version, or not see, now I'm saying it. We heard this version.
Volume, crank up the bass, rocking to the beat. No time to waste, grooving to the music, bouncing on my feet. Come on, everybody, get off your seat. Get that groove on, no matter where you be. Shake it anywhere, baby, you and me. Join me on the dance floor.
And then we just heard this one. So that's two different, same lyrics, two different versions, all right?
Turn up the volume, crank up the bass, rockin' to the beat, no time to waste, grooving to the music, bouncing on.
So we just heard those two, and I'm not going to play the whole song again. But those aren't the only two versions that I played, that I created. I wanted to see what else I can make using those lyrics with different styles. Let's call it styles. So there is other versions of Rattling My Bones, but I didn't put rattling, I put rattling. So, and it's bizarre. It's totally different. And you may not like it, but this is how I go about when I'm creating. I like to experiment and try different things when I'm writing the music. So let's go down. We gotta look for rattling. I don't know which version this is. Actually, it's not rattling. It's Rattled My Bones. I don't know what version this is. Look how different this is. see, that has a totally different style, but my same lyrics. Same thing. But totally different. It's the same lyrics. And then there's this one. There's 4. And this is totally different.
Yeah, turn up to the beat on now.
Same lyrics.
Turn up the volume, crank up the bass, rocking to the beat, no time to waste. Grooving to the music, bouncing on my feet. Come on, everybody, get off your seat. Get that groove on, no matter where you be. Shake it anywhere, baby, you and me. Join me on the dance floor, rock it all night. Closer to your body, under the moonlight. Tingling down my spine, electricity in the air. Swaying with my baby, electrostatic in our hair. Keeping with the rhythm in beat and mood of tones. Feeding off your energy, rattling my bones. Cruising down the highway, my baby by my side. Turn up the volume, rocking as we ride. Driving to a beats, car seems to be alive. All in sync together, this is how we thrive. As we get home, we turn down the light. You and I together make it through the night. Marvin plays in the room, let's get it on. Music made with each other to the break of dawn. Tingling down my spine, electricity in the air. Swaying with my baby, electrostatic in our hair. Keeping with the rhythm in beat and mood of tones. Feeding off your energy, rattling my bones. Yeah. Where the moon knows. Rhythm and the music.
See, even something like that. Same lyrics, but a different vibe, different feel. You know, but you see what I'm saying? You could take, depending on the genre, the style of music, you can flip music any way you want it to. That's the point. Now, certain songs, I have to have certain music to go with it. Like the Tycho song for my dog. It's a fun song. It's written about my dog. So it's not going to be a dancing song or a metal song. It's going to be a song that is appropriate for dedicating to my dog, Tycho. It's not going to be some head-banging, crazy music. It's going to kind of make musical sense to go with the song that I think it should, like this.
Since the day we met, when you were at my feet, instant bond between us, watching from the passenger seat, staring into those blue eyes, our eyes focused on each other.
He's a husky.
Piercing through my heart, feeling out one another. Always loyal and there for me, sitting tall for me to reach. Waiting for my call, wondering what will I now teach. Fetching his new ball, dropping at my feet. Knowing it's time to play, I throw it down the hall.
And everything in this lyrics is true with him.
Psycho is my new best friend. He's always there for me, even when I'm feeling down. This is the best for me. Tail waving in
a cat, he begins to howl. A single bark to let me know it's time to let him in. I jump up to open the door. In the end, Tycho wins. He is a part of our family, not just considered a pet. Was this just destiny, that first day when we met? I'm not ashamed to say he's spoiled, rotten to the core. I'll love my dog to the end, a part of my life forevermore. Tycho is my new best friend. He's always there for me, even when I'm feeling down. This is the best for me. Tail waving in the air, excitement on his face. Gets to go run in the yard. Who's gonna win that race?
You know something? As long as I live, and God forbid the time when he's no longer here, that song will always be something I treasure. So that's how important that is for me. What's up, Ben? Hope you're having a wonderful Saturday night. And hello to everybody on TikTok if you're there. Glacial if you're still there on Twitch. Of course, Astro and his lovely wife. All right, well, let me preface that. Awesome Astro and the lovely Fringe. Because if I say lovely Fringe, you'll say, what about me? So hello to everybody out there on Facebook if you're still watching. On any platform. But see, that's a happy song. So the music has to be written accordingly to a song like that. And then, of course, there's, and this is the shirt that Bob wants. Right here. This is what he wants. And Mom was in on this, so you know. Anybody who's seen this for the first time or heard it for the first time, because you're seeing the lyrics. Mom was in on it.
Billy! Billy! I need you!
Now, obviously, this is a parody. This is a fun song making fun of Mom.
Waking from a summer stage, she rises to the floor. Where is he, my only son, as she approaches the door? Looking with those infrared eyes, searching through every room. Clenching her hands in her jaw, my impending doom. Fire builds within her chest, preparing for that outward roar. I sit and watch with bating breath as she gazes through my door. Reminds me of those campy films I enjoyed as a kid. Godzilla, king of the monsters, she's about to blow a lid. Momzilla, she's the queen of the monsters with Godzilla beside his throne. Momzilla, with all her might, instead of roaring, use the phone. Momzilla, what will I ever do? She just won't retreat. Momzilla whips her tail so high, a white flag raised in defeat. Quiet stillness fills the air. How long will it last? Defensive measures put in place to counter her mighty blast. If I lock the man cave door, I may unleash her inner beast. I sit and wonder, when will she come? Will I ever be in peace? Peeking above the monitors, watching for any clues. A matter of time till she arrives. Clump, clump, what do I do? Retreat back to her little island. Will she ever take her rest? I brace myself for the next event, always trying to do my best. Momzilla, she's the queen of the monsters with Godzilla beside his throne. Momzilla, with all her might, instead of roaring, use the phone. Momzilla, what will I ever do? She just won't retreat. Momzilla whips her tail so high, a white flag raised in defeat.
Blue Oyster Cult.
Momzilla, she's the queen of the monsters with Godzilla beside
hate you.
So yeah, I wrote that dedicated to her, and she was in on it. She had to record that part. I had her record that part so I could put it in. So of course she was in on it. So yeah, even a song like that, Momzilla. And yes, I had a friend create a shirt design. I was trying to find the shirt right now, but I can't find them. I have new ones. I don't know where they are. But this is the shirt that he designed the artwork for. And Bob wants one. I just downloaded the image. What time is it? It's gotta be this one. So this is what I have on a t-shirt. Mom didn't like it. I said, "You want one? That's supposed to be me? That doesn't look like me." It's not supposed to. It's a Godzilla body. Yeah, but I don't look like that. Oh, and yes, they come in different hair color styles too. Red, there's different. I like the yellow because Mom has. So the blonde. So that's a blonde Momzilla version. The red one has red letters. It's different. It looks different. So there's different ones. But that's the one I made for me. You're welcome. So, yeah, let's just say, she wasn't too happy about that. Oh my gosh. And you know what? I always thought that I made the word up, Momzilla. And when I asked the A word, Alexa, what is Momzilla?
Momzilla is usually defined as a controlling or over-involved mother.
I was like, oh my God, did I come up with that? Or is that, what? I didn't even know because I've been saying that for a long time. I think somebody took my idea. And I know that some of the people in chat know this. How long have I been saying Momzilla? Forever. Because I love Godzilla, so I've always said Momzilla. But now it's like a thing. Even Alexa knows it. Hey, what's up with that? That's some crazy stuff right there. Anyway. So, moving forward. So, even in Christmas, I know it's not Christmas. It was snowing here. We had snow here today, outside. There was snow out there today. Like an inch. It's gone now. But there was an inch of snow when I went outside today. I was like, what is that? What's going on? No, it has the definition. That's why I asked, what does Momzilla mean? It actually has a definition. There's a definition out there. Look it up. Over controlling wives, all that is. I was like, whoa! I didn't know that all this is tied to the phrase. But even when I wrote the Christmas song, there's two versions. There's the alien one, an alien Christmas song, and the normal one. And I had to write two different ones. One is more traditional Christmassy, and then there's the fun one. So even like that, I'm gonna see where it is. I forgot what I called it. That's Holiday of Light. And this might be it. I don't know. Yeah. I wrote this for Christmas.
As snow falls through the air, postcards of beautiful sights, folks stir on the streets, a snowman stands tall and bright, a sense of peace and joy, smiles of families together, a lasting memory for all, which will last forever.
this a special time? People uniting instead of dividing. Is it the holiday cheer? The children's sleigh riding? The most holy time for many. No matter how you worship, the gathering of communities, Heavenly Spirit guides our worship. The traditions of this holiday, is it giving or receiving, or the love and light it shines for all those believing? Regardless of your faith, it brings us all together. The fire burns within us to spread joy and peace forever.
So it's a positive song about the holidays, and I wrote it traditionally like. That's my Christmas song, with a positive message. But then there was this one, because somebody in chat said, why don't you make a fun one and put aliens involved with Christmas? I was like, could I do that? Of course I can. And it was this one. And it's pretty good, actually.
The moonlight shines bright on this Christmas Eve. Excitement in the air, waiting for family to finally leave. Cookies left for Santa near the wallet tree. A sudden noise in my bedroom, I cover my eyes not to see. Could that be Santa's elves stirring in the night? Why would they be in my room? Suddenly it gets so bright, a noise heard on the roof above. Could that be Santa's sleigh? I close my eyes once again, holding my breath as I lay. Here come Santa's elves. Why do they look so strange? They seem to be floating. Appearance seems to change. Their eyes shaped like almonds, speaking without talking. They say we will meet again, as they leave without provoking. I peek to take a look. They seem to be so small, gray, not green in color, and surely not as tall. As they exit through the walls, I run to the window. A huge ornament in the sky, like the moon it seems to glow. Without a sound it hangs there, then moves in a blink of the eye. That didn't look like Santa's sleigh or his elves, I cannot lie. No one will ever believe me, visitors from an otherworldly place. One thing that's for sure, I will never forget that face. Here come Santa's elves. Why do they look so strange? They seem to be floating. Appearance seems to change. Their eyes shaped like almonds, speaking without talking.
You get the vibe of that one. But someone did a challenge to me. It was Genghis, a friend in chat. He says, why don't you write a Christmas song dealing with aliens? I said, you know what? I'm going to try it. And that came out. Astro, thank you. But that's what I wrote. And I always play my Halloween song, but I actually like it because I did research on Halloween. Now, I don't like the version that it created. I had to add drum tracks to it. But I did little homework on the origin of Halloween, Samhain, and what it meant to those across the pond. So I did my research, where it came from, where Halloween started, the tradition of Halloween. And it was really for crops. It was a whole thing that they used to do with a big bonfire. It was a big tradition. And there was even some paranormal thing involved with it. If you look it up, look up Samhain and look at what it means and what it represents, you'll see. So I did some homeworks for the lyrics. So even though this version, I don't feel like putting mine on because it's a pain to play them both. Even though it doesn't sound as good as the one I do with my drums, so wait a minute, we're gonna have to do it. I'm gonna have to pause this, and I gotta get the audio track with the drum part with me. Because it does not sound good without the drums. It really doesn't. Okay, so this is Hallows Eve. Okay, it's going to be one of these. I got to figure out which one. It should be this one.
They gather in the fields, the false harvest to complete. Light dims in the heavenly hearth. Bonfires glow bright with symbolic heat. Samhain begins for all to celebrate. The physical and the world to interact. Blessings for the new harvest. Fires to seal their yearly pact. Pumpkins smiling throughout the house, emitting their light in the dark. Spiders bounce on the glittering web. Dogs can be heard as they begin to bark. Shadows in the distance, the source yet clear. The moon shines brightly, howls in the night, I tremble with fear. Candy awaits in the jack-o'-lanterns. Children all dressed in their Halloween guise. Traditional parties blaring Monster Mash. Everyone dressed in their best disguise. Ghouls and zombies walking through the streets. Superheroes but not skipping a beat. All dressed in their costumes, ringing or knocking. It's time for trick or treat. An old house sits at the end of the road. Creaks can be heard from the rusty gate. The door opens as bats depart. The place seems haunted. Should we investigate? We enter slowly using our backlit phones as we approach the stairs. A voice screams loudly.
You like it, Ben?
"Get out and beware." Candy's all
The other
down and
one.
silly quiet music plays from the TV. It's time to make popcorn, but what could that be? The movie just started. It's just the Michael Myers theme. Time to relax, enjoy the night. My favorite movie, Halloween.
It is my favorite Halloween movie.
Candy awaits in the jack-o'-lanterns. Children all dressed in their Halloween guise. Traditional parties bearing Monster Mash. Everyone dressed in their best disguise.
I got lucky. I misspelled it, but it said it right. I got lucky.
Superheroes but not skipping a beat. All dressed in their costumes, ringing or knocking. It's time for trick or treat. Candy awaits in the jack-o'-lanterns. Children all dressed in their Halloween guise. Traditional parties bearing Monster Mash. Everyone dressed in their best disguise. Ghouls and zombies walking through the streets. Superheroes but not skipping a beat. All dressed in their costumes, ringing or knocking. It's time for trick or treat.
Now look at the categories. House, techno, trance, upbeat. That's what I had put in Suno to create the style of music for this song. And that's what I was explaining earlier. You can enter the different types of styles of the song, the direction you want it to go into. Now, I added a drum part to that. That song does not sound like that. But I had the vision when I wrote it. I can make it sound better. I knew it once I heard it. Now, if you hear the regular track, you'll see what I mean. Look how empty it sounds.
The heart. Bonfires glow bright with symbolic heat. Samhain begins for all to celebrate. The physical and other world to interact. Blessings for the new harvest. Fires to seal their yearly pact. Pumpkins smiling throughout the house, emitting their light in the dark. Spiders bounce on their glittering web. Dogs can be heard as they begin to bark. Shadows in the distance, the source yet unclear. The moon shines brightly, howls in the night, I tremble with fear. Candy awaits in the jack-o'-lanterns, children all dressed.
That is a great question because I have to. So I got lucky. I spelled disguise wrong when I pasted the lyrics to be my lyrics into the creation of the song. Look at it. The S is missing. Disguise. But thankfully, the AI figured it out. I meant disguise. That does not happen all the time. You have to. I got lucky. That's the first time actually that I ever misspelled something and it said it the way I wanted it to, because I have other songs that it didn't. But even in here, look how I had to spell a word. I had to spell Samhain. Sam and Hain. See it? Hayne. That's not how you spell Samhain. But I wasn't sure if the AI was going to say it right with the proper spelling. Hein. Samhain. I don't know if it would have done it. So I said, I'm not taking no chances. So that's why I spelt it that way. Because I wanted it to pronounce it properly. So yes, the AI does, like, which one? Autonomy. I don't know if it's my drone song. It's one of the songs, it says it wrong. And I'm like, sometimes you'll see that. It mispronounces the word. And I'm like, that's not what I intended. I got to live with it. But that's not what I intended. So yeah, but look how boring this song sounds without my drums. It's boring.
Bonfires glow bright with symbolic heat. Samhain begins for all to celebrate. The physical and other world to interact. Blessings for the new harvest. Fires to seal their yearly pact. Pumpkins smiling throughout the house, emitting their light in the dark. Spiders bounce on their glittering web.
It's crazy.
Dogs can be heard as they begin to bark.
And then you hear my version with the drums. Look at the difference. It's crazy.
They gather in the fields, the fall's harvest to complete. Light dims in the heavenly hearth.
I think I need coffee.
Bonfires glow bright with symbolic heat. Samhain begins for all to celebrate. The physical and other world to interact. Blessings for the new harvest. Fires to seal their yearly pact. Pumpkins smiling throughout the house, emitting their light in the dark. Spiders bounce on their glittering web. Dogs can be heard as they begin to bark. Shadows in the distance, the source yet unclear. The moon shines brightly, howls in the night, I tremble with fear. Candy awaits in the jackal.
So what a difference. Just adding a track. Just adding a track makes, because like I said, I had a vision. When I wrote that song and I heard the creation, I said, it sounds good, but it's empty. It needs something. And I'm like, what can I do to make that better? And I said, I'm gonna add a drum. Like I couldn't add an acoustic guitar part to it. Not electric, won't work. But I could add an acoustic guitar part to that. So depending on the song and the vibe and the feel, you can't clash. It has to blend. It has to work. So you got to be, when you're creating a music, it has to make sense, musical sense. I've heard music today makes no musical sense. It's like they're just talking and rapping, and the beat's going on in the background, and it's supposed to fit and flow. And it doesn't necessarily, because there's a people, there's artists of all kinds, and they're just trying to make a name for themselves and a place. But they need people that know how to arrange songs and help them, because they're so close to making it like awesome, but it's just missing it. It could be huge. It has the potential to be huge, but you need an engineer. You need somebody to give you that musical advice to put you over the top. Seriously, you need to, and a lot of people can do it on their own, but I'm telling you, to put it over the top, and I like the other night I heard a song and I'm like, wow, by an artist, and it was a friend, Glacial, showed me his friend, his cousin's friend, and I'm like, this sounds really good, but it's off. In the construction of the song, it's off. But if he condensed it a little bit and made the changes a certain way, it could be amazing. He's just off a little. So that's why you need people around you to say, well, you know what? You might want to change this and do this instead. It's the artist's ultimate choice. They make the final decision, of course. But you should definitely be able to put your input and say, you know what? This might make the song sound better and appealing to one's ear. Because if you look at Gangnam Style, that song was the biggest song, period. It broke YouTube records. But what was it really about? The language or the music? Or a combination of both? It's Korean. But internationally, that song was huge. And I think a lot of it has to do with the music and the flow. But also his vocals going with the music. But it was that music that really put it over the top. Because a lot of people like the music. So that's what I mean. You have to know how to create the music. You have to know how to build it properly. And that's why engineers and producers get paid a lot of money. And that's why you have the greats like Quincy Jones and so many others that had reputations of doing that. So, and they deserve, I mean, even writers. Smokey Robinson wrote Temptation songs. Smokey Robinson, brilliant. Brilliant writer, brilliant vocalist, brilliant composer for his time. You may not like the music, but that man deserves respect for what he did and made his mark in music. He also had a role in early Michael Jackson music. As a matter of fact, I believe the story is when Maxwell made that song, that was a relative of Quincy Jones, and I think he asked Michael for the favor if he can do something for his nephew or something like that when that song came out. Don't quote me on that, but I remember something to that effect. So, yeah, it's like that. I'm trying to find, it could be anywhere. I don't know where the heck it is. It's not in here. It could be anywhere. I'm looking for the video with the drums for Hallows Eve, but I don't think it's in any of these. Because I don't feel like getting on the drum set. I'm just chilling. Plus, it's after 11 and that bass drum makes a lot of noise. It just does. Is it in Suno? It could be in Suno. I don't think it's in Suno. And you get the idea. No. It's not in here. That's bizarre. Anyway, I'm not going to go crazy looking for it. But playing the instruments adds that certain dimension to it. I don't know where the heck it is. And I'm not going to look for it. It's not important. Your birthday was on the 10th? Yeah. I know a few people that were born this month. But April Fool's Day for me. My cousin's birthday was yesterday. Your birthday was Thursday. Kathy's birthday, ex-lady, her birthday just passed. I know quite a few people that their birthdays were going on. Like my boss's brother's birthday, I think it is same day as mine. I think it's his brother. And I'm like, no. Yeah, Bill, his birthday's too today. I was like, wow. Anyway, getting back to this music. The Aurora died down a little bit. So, like you remember you said about the typos? When I wrote this for a show on the station, iDetective, I did a typo and it pronounces it that way. And I was tight because I liked the way this came out. And I was tight because I didn't spell it right. It was the word despite. I missed the S and you hear despite. I was livid. But he used the first chorus verse. And it worked. I told him, don't use the second part because I spelled something wrong and it's going to look and sound stupid. But the first half of the song came out good. But what? What?
Detective, the bias of the media.
It's coming.
They blacken us with fear. What do they know of reality? So-called facts, so unclear. The truth of the matter. We wait for the call to fight the crime within our streets for justice, one and all. We serve with pride and dignity, our uniform and our shield.
Right now.
To fight the negativity.
Despite. I was tight because there's no way for me to fix it. There's no way. Unless I was go despite over the song and just record over it. That would be the only way. So I was tight. But he never got to use it because he uses that for his show. For his podcast show. And I'm honored that he does. It's actually an honor that he uses it for his show. I'm actually going to go to the station's Rumble channel. I'm actually an admin on it. And I could show you the intro of his song, of his show. Right here. iDetective. And let's go back and check it out. This is the video he made to my song.
Sacrifice of many in honor they deserve. Men and women.
Now, I can't show this video because it's graphic and we're on TikTok, but he actually made the intro for his show. They're all retired police officers. He actually made an intro with my music. And I'm honored. For real. It's an honor. And to have all, one of the hosts is Randy Sutton, who was on Cops for years. So, like I said, it's an honor to have that I am the writer of the song for their intro, for the show. Something I created. That's an honor. And I'm humbled. So, yeah. There is more value of importance to certain things too. lyrically. There's some fun things, and and then there's more serious toned things for writing. Like there was two. I still can't get over the war. There's a lot of them. I have a lot of songs actually. I'm collecting. I'm making quite the collection that I pick out that I like. I'm looking at them now, but I'm soon gonna get off of YouTube and Facebook so I can play regular music. I mean, even the Alien Disclosure. And the two new ones I wrote, the War Drums, I like it. I was listening to my car today and I was like, oh, this is cool. This is cool. The drone ones was dated because it's all about the drones that was going on here a few months ago. Like this one, and mom's bugging out with the dog. The Alien Disclosure is like literally what was going on, and I wrote it that way because I'm involved in that stuff. So it's my personal opinion when I wrote the lyrics of my own, how I think about what the heck is going on right now, and some of the things that I know that's going on. I don't know which version this is. See, that's not the version. I made 3 different versions. This is the version I like.
Decades of denial, a mission of proof. Top secret clearance, obstructing the truth. How long have they been here? Where do they come from? Is this just conspiracy? Do they think we are dumb?
And I wrote that. Do they think we are dumb? I mean, do they really think we fall for stuff that... do they actually think that we're that naive and gullible? I mean, some people are. They believe anything. You know what I mean? But, come on. Do they really think that we're that stupid? That's why I wrote that. Yeah, that was insane what happened with that chopper. And I don't want to get into it because I'm on TikTok. And to see it just completely disconnect. And I was like, what the heck is going on? I've never seen anything like that in my life. And, oh my God, I can't imagine. I can't imagine. But anyway, getting back to this.
Control over the skies and in the sea. Inside a home, what do you want from me? Alien in appearance, or under a false guise. A message for humanity, or an ominous surprise. The truth is...
Now that is important. And the people that know, that are involved in ufology, they would understand what that means. Because there's people out there that say they're malevolent in nature. There's others that say they're benevolent. You know, good, bad, whatever, however you want to put it. So that's why I put those lyrics in there. What is their intention? So if you pay attention to the way I wrote the lyrics, you'll see where I'm coming from. The message that I'm trying to put out there. But people have to know what's going on in order to know my lyrics. I know people in the UFO, UAP field know exactly where I'm coming from when I wrote this. A message for humanity, a positive, or is it an ominous surprise? Meaning not so good. Sci-fi movies. You have movies like Independence Day, Alien, Predator. The list goes on. But then you have a movie like Starman, Close Encounters of the Third Kind, even E.T., which has a different vibe going on. So that's why I put that in there, because it does exist in the UFO, UAP field. people that say malevolent, benevolent, and a combination of both. There are some that think law of averages. If you think how large, it's almost unfathomable to think the universe and all the galaxies, and in every galaxy, the billions and billions of stars and planets within a galaxy, and how many billions and billions and billions of galaxies exist out there. So, in all that, which is the number where you can't even put enough zeros, to think that there's not life out there would be very naive. Now, do they have the ability to get here? That's a different question. Or even find us, because we're a needle in the haystack, because we're just a little dot. Did they stumble on us? Do they have the capability of observing us from vast distances like we try to do with our telescopes? But they have advanced technology that they can do that and travel, blah, 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 blah. Who knows? That's all speculation. But the point is, people believe in different things. So that's why I put that lyric in there.
Ominous surprise. The truth is out there. Will we ever be told? Government denial, disinformation, behold. Evidence classified. No need for exposure. Special access programs block the path to disclosure.
So, this is real. What I wrote there is actual factual based. There are SAP programs. That's what they call special access programs. Acknowledged, unacknowledged. The unacknowledged are on a need-to-know basis. You don't need to know. Congress doesn't need to know. Nobody needs to know if they don't want you to know. No, they can block access to any way. It doesn't matter. And it's under the... It used to be. Now they revised it. The Atomic Energy Act of 1954. But that's a whole story. That's why I put that in there. Because it blocks the path to disclosure. It's a long story with SCIFs involved, all that kind of stuff, to try to even declassify documents. Or even for Congress people to get into a SCIF to even look at them. Because they don't have the clearance. Because they, like they said in the hearings, I don't know if it was Luna or... it might have been Luna. They overclassify stuff so they can't touch it and they can't view it and they can't get access to it. It's like they purposely overclassify stuff so they can't get access to it. So that's why I put that in there. And this is big. The whistleblower part.
Whistleblowers seek protection under fire and scrutiny. Threats and intimidation, doubts of credibility. Sown by those denying the truth. Disinformation campaign. False flag propaganda. Attention starts to wane. What will it take for disclosure to occur? A landing at the White House, undeniable truth creates a stir. Declassified documents finally released. The proof is now out there, but will humanity believe?
Now, think about that. Even if you were, and I talk to Toby and talk to others about this all the time, even if you were to release documents, you think the public will still believe him? Would it? Would that convince the public that the truth is out there and they're laying it all out? But if they even did that, would the public even believe that? That's why I put that in there.
The truth is out there, will we ever be told? Government denial, disinformation, behold. Evidence classified, no need for exposure. Special access programs.
I see, Astro.
To disclosure.
So it's dicey. So when I write my lyrics, they can be, I know, Bob, old instrument, players, old school instrument players. I know. But see, there's a deep, intense message there. But you have to be into the topic to enjoy something like that. Otherwise, you're like, what the heck is that? But trust me, you're about to find out a lot more. It's an inevitability, hopefully, that the truth will be out there. It's how the society is going to be able to take it. And a lot of people believe that society will be able to handle it. And there's others that believe no way. They're not going to be able to handle it. So there's a lot of contradiction with that alone. That goes without saying. But we'll see, I guess. I'm just looking at the chats. Anyway, getting back, like the fault line, this had a message. There's two different versions, a heavier version and a not so heavier version. I don't know which one is which. This is the one I like. There's a heavier version, but I like this one. Now, in the chorus, you might think it's a typo. It's not. I put grounds. So, if you were standing on a fault line, a metaphorical fault line, and you had one foot on each side, you're on grounds. Not ground. You're on grounds because it's two separate, clashing opinions, however you want to interpret the song when I wrote it. So that's why I put grounds, plural, and not singular, ground. Here I put ground, but not in the chorus, because you have to understand the grounds, you'll see. But this one's pretty intense.
The ground begins to crumble, cracks and fissures to form. Foundations attacked. Is this the new norm? Panic drives those with fear.
Yes,
driven by
agreed,
those who
Astro.
seek power. Will we be driven to our darkest hour? Rumors swirl, what should we believe? Blame shifts to each other, falling on deaf ears. We build our own borders. Who will survive? Will it be law and order? Is it just conspiracy? Masterminds of the global new order. Oh, standing in the fault line, ground trembles under my feet. Forces line to wage war, they will be the ones we defeat. Standing in the fault line, caught in the crossfire. Anger fills the air, leads to chaos and disorder. Warning shots ignored, writing is on the wall. What will it take before we all fall? One side pits to destroy each other, the cauldron of fire to be released. Ashes to ashes, dust to dust, is this judgment day?
You're welcome, Bob.
Eve of the beast. Rivers swirl, but we had the chance to seek a commonality. Anger voices heard above each other, too late for this finality. Lines drawn in the sand, now wiped away by gale force winds. We all need to respect each other, or in the end no one wins. Standing in the fault line, ground trembles under my feet. Forces line to wage war, they will be the ones we defeat. Standing in the fault line, caught in the crossfire. Anger fills the air, leads to chaos and disorder. Oh, oh, oh,
So you see, you have that. And you understand now grounds? If, like I said, if you're in the middle, remember, a lot of this is metaphorical in nature. You have to think, you have to break it down, you have to really think about it. If you're in the middle, you're standing in between two different forces, two different opinions. And you have one foot on this side and one foot on that side. And I just knocked my camera down. So that's what that is about. It's about grounds, being in the middle. That's what that means. It's about being in a moderate position. So it's a little deep, lyrically. And that's, yes, Astro, exactly. So I wrote that accordingly. And it does make sense. So that's like a more serious tone song. I don't want to do that one. Rejuvenate, I get tired of it. But the war drums. Now, too bad Nick's not here. He's probably sleeping in California at 9:30, not even, what is it, 8:30 at night in Cali? What time is it, Bob? 8:25 over there in BC? Oh my God, Bob, I can imagine. Because we could be on the precipice. But I'll tell you one thing, I love my country and I support my country, and especially the support of veterans and their families and their well-being when they get home and their care, because I'm very involved. I have family members that are veterans. I am not a veteran, but I have a lot of people I work with that are veterans, and shows dedicated for veterans causes. So I'm very involved with that. So it's personal. But I wrote this because we could be on the precipice, maybe not. If I turn it up though, because I'm going to lower it right away, because the headphones are loud. So, and I can always pull the mic closer, but I hate this. But I wrote this a few days ago, and there's two different versions, and I like both. And it's war drums.
Thunder roars in the distance, lights appear in the sky. Streaks zigzag above, top guns blazing as they fly. Battle stations for the fleet, defense countermeasures in place. Emotions whirl within with apprehension, soon to engage face to face. Propaganda fills the air, false sense of security. Bluster turned to fluster, tyranny's path to obscurity. Misleading their people, the truth hidden behind the veil. Society begins its uprising, freedom will prevail. The power of the forces align with fearless allies. Mission to be one, confidence as they rise. Defeat not an option, the enemy will lie in defeat. The drums of war begin, thunderous with every beat.
So there's that version, but then there's this version, which is good in its own. It's hard.
Thunder roars in the distance, lights appear in the sky. Streaks zigzag above, top guns blazing as they fly. Battle stations for the fleet, defense countermeasures in place. Emotions whirl with apprehension, soon to engage face to face. Propaganda fills the air, false sense of security. Bluster turned to fluster, tyranny's path to obscurity. Misleading their people, the truth hidden behind the veil. Society begins its uprising. Freedom will prevail. The power of the forces align with fearless allies. Mission to be one. Confidence as they rise. Defeat not an option. The enemy will lie in defeat. The drums of war begin. The drums of war begin. Thunderous with every beat. A match ignites the tinderbox. Countries gripped in fear. Will this become the next world war? Borders soon to disappear. Allies against the evil axis.
It's fine,
Struggle
Bob.
between good and evil, viewed through different lenses in the eyes of the beholder. Once shielded by their sword, proxies begin to fall. Outer defenses penetrated as the forces approach the wall. A last stand drawn in the sand, a message of forewarning. Lay down your arms, this is our final warning. The power of the forces align with fearless allies. Mission to be one. Confidence as they rise. Defeat not an option. The enemy will lie in defeat. The drums of war begin. Thunder drums of war begin. Thunderous with every beat.
Now, which one do you like better? The first war drums or the second war drums? To me, they're great in their own way. Style. You may not like that music. I get it. But I can't make a hip hop song with those lyrics. It's not that kind of a song lyrically. You know, it has to it's almost like you would make it with an anthem-y type vibe. This is about our military and confronting the enemy. Ideology, territorially. That was an intense way. I was coming from, a certain perspective. And again, a writer writes in their own perspective. It's their vision. It's their interpretation. It's coming from within. It's coming from here. It's coming from here. That's the way it should be. I can't, it would be very hard for me to write and force myself to write something that I don't feel it and think it. And I could do like a fantasy thing and create like a story, but that's not my angle. That's my style of writing. Just like I love this, and a lot of people when I wrote it initially came to me and said, "Wow, Bill, really? Raymond Burr was your great uncle? Wow." Perry Mason, even in the original Godzilla. Wow, Raymond Burr. I mean, that's really interesting, Bob. You know who my great granduncle was? I don't even want to get into that. How I'm related to Christopher Columbus and Ponce de Leon and all that craziness, because I can prove it too with documents. That's the weird thing. I can prove it. And people might say, "Yeah, he's not related to Christopher." What? You want to doubt me? How I did months and months of research tracking my ancestry tree? Oh, yeah. And it's not Christopher Columbus. It's actually his son, Cristobal Colon, which is Christopher Columbus in Spanish. Exactly. Anthem style. Yes. Anthem style. That's why I said you got to pick the right feel of the music for a song when it's written. Certain music won't fit right. Like you tell me, and again, the lyrics, I write lyrics and I try to write lyrics that are like for everyone. But it may not be for everyone, particularly with that point of view. But I try to be a person who writes about everything for everyone. So there may be some points I make in a song that others don't agree to, but I'll write another song on the opposite view, because that's why I wrote that song, I'm in the middle. And I give that perspective too. It's, to me, that's the right thing to do. Like when I wrote this could be a country radio station hit. I think, in my opinion, it could. That's not the right version. Even though that one's good too. It might be this one. Yeah.
Personal attacks of character, criticism of demeanor, cases of disillusion, questions of behavior. Despite all the attempts, ill-advised schemes, social media promoting his strength, making America great again memes. Addressing the deep-rooted fallacies within our governmental system, exposure through transparency, revelations of wisdom and expectations of renewal stretch across the homeland. As a new start begins, the hourglass of sand, rising from the ashes, American flag waves behind. A leader stands for our country, leadership well defined. He rises above all the propaganda. The phoenix is reborn. It all begins first day in office, under God and flag is dutifully sworn.
So again, I wrote it with that music and designed to go with it. It fits. If I was to pick a different type of genre, it wouldn't work. That worked perfectly with those lyrics. It makes musical sense. And it is nice. You may, have an opinion about the lyrics. That's fine. But believe me, there's a lot of people that would love it. And, like I said, there's an audience for everything. So, but like, this was one of my early ones that I wrote, and it was for this, for sky watching. Because I do a lot of sky watching. And I think it's great how I used the Goldilocks zone, where exoplanets allegedly, supposedly, no, they don't allegedly. Scientists say that they can sustain or have some type of possibility of life. So I put feeding in the Goldilocks zone, because Goldilocks and the Three Bears, I had to throw that little thing in there. So when I wrote this, and I love this one, and the bike ride song, but this is one of my favorites.
As twilight approaches with colorful hues, daydreams turn to night. Twinkling appears slowly above the hints of the heavenly light. With each passing moment, wonders are born, like years traveled, determining that date. A look through a time machine, how long before we know their fate? The wonders and dreams race against time, the brilliance of light and shooting stars. What lies above and beyond our Earth? Imagining our travels and visits to Mars. How far can we reach our outstretched hands? There is no limit, our goals set high. Watching the meteors streak above under the night-lit sky. Could there be life out there, feeding in the Goldilocks zone? What would an exoplanet be like? Is it similar to our own? Mysteries of the universe, galaxies swirl, what is that black hole? The power and beauty of our sun, northern lights are born in the northern pole. Viewing through a telescope, revealing the secrets the naked eye can't see. What is that beautiful planet? Which planet is that? What could that be? Pulling all the charts like a captain at sea, heart pounding within my chest. A new frontier to be explored, humanity's destiny to begin its quest. Rockets launched upward with a fiery roar, risks and danger lie in its course, overcoming all challenges, atmosphere pierced with all its force. Is that a SpaceX rocket or satellite? Feelings of excitement and joy, lying back and gazing at this beautiful sight, the night-lit sky for all to enjoy. Could there be life out there, feeding in the Goldilocks zone? What would an exoplanet be like? Is it similar to our own? Mysteries of the universe, galaxies swirl, what is that black hole? The power and beauty of our sun, northern lights are born in the northern pole.
I freaking love that. It's like, that's one of my favorites that I've written. I really, really do like that. And it's like, if I would have heard somebody and they wrote it, I would love it. It's not like just because it's mine, I love it. Because a lot of people are like that. I wrote it. I love it. It's the greatest song in the world. It's just amazing, isn't it? It comes with the territory. And that's good that everybody believes their stuff is great, because if you didn't believe in it, then why are you doing it? Why bother? I would hope that you think it's the best thing, because otherwise, what's the sense? I don't know if this is the right cyclone. I don't know. Yes. This is the first one I wrote for my bike riding. But it could be also a motivational song with the lyrics. Doesn't have to be about biking.
In the mist of the morning dew, daylight appears within the sky. A clearing appears in a path below. A movement blurs the eye as it moves by. The power of the mind as the pedals roar. Hands held tight upon the silver bar, reaching new heights as it continues to soar.
Hitting all the gears, struggling through an uphill climb. Pushing all limits, will I make it this time? Reaching to the top to start the decline. Cruising to the movement, machine making it mine. Riding it fast, rocking through the tracks, hitting all speeds, never looking back. Pedal to the metal, no limit in sight. Dust clouds left behind, cyclone through the night. Roll, clouds stir, eagles glide above. No regrets, this is what I love. The path reveals a light. My body starts to purge. Energy ignites. We continue to search. Upon the clearing path, the rider nears its end. Glimmering light approaches the bend, cutting like a blade into the wind of glory. Cross the finish line in a champion story. Riding all the gears, struggling through an uphill climb. Pushing all limits, will I make it this time? Reaching to the top to stop the decline. Cruising to the movement, machine making it mine. Riding it fast, rocking through the tracks, hitting all speeds, never looking back. Pedal to the metal, no limit in sight. Dust clouds left behind, cyclone through the night. Storm clouds stir, eagles glide above. No regrets, this is what I love. The path reveals a light. My body starts to purge. Energy ignites. We continue to search. Upon the clearing path, the rider nears its end.
I love that. You don't know how that motivates me when I'm riding my bike. Oh, I just love it. That motivates me. So, you can only imagine, like, because I have a lot of songs. I'm not even playing them all. It's crazy how over time I've written quite a few songs now. And, like I said, they're on my phone. I go in my car or on my bicycle. They're on my playlist. And when I hear it, I get amped up. Especially I put specific songs that I want to hear when I'm bike riding. Like that War Drums. And it goes through the earbuds. It goes through the stereo system in the car. And it's like... Oh, heck yeah. Heck yeah. That is... in my stereo system with my subwoofers and everything. Are you kidding? It sounds freaking amazing in the stereo system of the car. And even not, I gotta not forget to email myself the newer R&B ones, but that's gonna sound really good in the car and on the bike ride, especially on a summer nice day, chilling. Even riding in New York City, when I do that trail again, and I'm listening to Rattling My Bones and feeling that vibe. Oh yeah, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. This song in the car and on the bike.
Up the bass, rocking to the beat.
On a nice summer day, riding through the woods or through the city. Doesn't matter. Oh, this is gonna be nice.
Come on, everybody, get off your seat.
Come on.
Get that groove on, no matter where you be. Shake it anywhere, baby, you and me. Join me on the dance floor, rock it on my feet. Come on, everybody, under the moonlight. Get that groove on, no matter where you be.
Oh, this is gonna be
Shake
good.
it anywhere, baby,
Just
you
chilling and
me.
driving to this. Oh,
Join
it's gonna be
me on the
good.
dance floor, rock it all night. Closer to your body, under the moonlight. Tingling down my spine, electricity in the air. Swaying with my baby, electrostatic in our hair. Keeping with the rhythm, in beating mood of tones. Feeding off your energy, rattling my bones. Cruising down the highway, my baby by my side. Turn up the volume, rocking as we ride. Driving to woofer beats, car
Let's go.
seems to be alive. All in sync together, this is how we drive. As we get home, we turn down the light. You and I together, make it through the night. Marvin plays in the room, let's get it on. Music made with each other to the break of dawn. Tingling down my spine, electricity in the air. Swaying with my baby, electrostatic in our hair. Keeping with the rhythm, in beating mood of tones. Feeding off your energy, rattling my bones.
I like it. I like it.
Cruising down the highway, my baby by my side.
It's like I'm thinking in my mind, not tonight. Like even a nice guitar part in there. And maybe adding some tom drums to it. Like even the bass drum. Like pieces that can make that even better. But I can't overdo it because it's not built that way for a song like that. It would be too much. But it's got it flowing. Like, what can I do to make it even sound better? And that's what you mentioned about earlier, Bob, tracks, putting tracks on top. Very easy to do. And it's got me like seriously like, yeah, this can be even more. So I got, like I said, I got work to do. And I'm gonna write more songs, but I just gotta find the time to do it, which is not easy. Like that one was written yesterday. And if like people in TikTok, I mean, Suno is awesome if you want to just mess with it. I mean, it's as simple as putting in a couple of lines. If you told me like the music you like, and this could be a total experiment in real time. I'm going to go to Suno right now. And I'm just gonna create. And I'm gonna just name it. Let me just mess around. I gotta throw just a few lyrics in there. And I gotta just be clean when I write it. It can't be like something crazy. I'm doing customs. I gotta spell right. All right, hold on. I'm just trying to come up with some basic lyrics. See, now that I'm overthinking it, it's not flowing. Oh, hold on. I'm gonna reverse the lyrics. And put it ahead of this one. I'm trying to create I got three lines. I'm doing the fourth. And then I'm just going to repeat a phrase. This is how simple it could be. That's what I'm trying to show. And we'll create a song in real time. And now I'm gonna put, okay, that's a verse. I gotta put chorus. And we're just gonna put a couple of lines. look up a word. Because that's what I do too. Sometimes it's good. What? Notice what? Yeah, you shut my light off. You shut my light off.
I just want you to see what happened in my room. I left the light.
Alexa, turn on Elizabeth's light.
Oh, it went on now.
Okay.
And this is so ridiculous what I'm writing. Okay. Now we're going to put hip hop. And we're going to put rap. And that. And we're going to create. I just put 4 lines and in the verse and 4 in a chorus. That's it. This is an experiment. Total experiment right now. And let's see what it comes up with. I can play. I got points I could burn to create. Let's see what comes up.
Move your body, baby. Pound it to the baby. Yo, grooving to the music. Hey, do you feel the heat? Yo, hit it with me, baby. Boom, boom, boom. Let's go crazy, baby. Move your body, baby. Pound it to the beat. Grooving to the music. Do you feel the heat? Hit it with me, baby. Boom, boom, boom. Let's go crazy. Baby, boom, boom, boom. Hit it body, baby. Boom, boom, boom. Let's go crazy. Baby, boom, boom, boom. Hit it with me, baby. Boom, boom, boom. Let's go crazy. Baby, boom. Move your body, baby. Pound it to the beat. Grooving to the music. Do you feel the heat? Hit it, body, baby. Move your body, baby. Pound it to the beat. Grooving to the music. Do you feel the heat? Do you feel the heat? Hit it with me, baby. Boom, boom, boom. Let's go crazy, baby. Boom, 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 boom.
You see what you can do? Just on a few lines.
Hit it with me, baby. Boom, boom, boom. Let's go crazy, baby. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom.
It's crazy.
Move your body, baby. Pound it to the beat. Grooving to the music. Do you feel the heat? Hit it with me, baby. Boom, boom, boom. Let's go crazy. Baby, boom, boom, boom. Hit it with me, baby. Boom, boom, boom. Let's go crazy. Baby, boom, boom, boom.
See, this is why I need to write lyrics. It just can't be this simple. It could never be this simple. Just a simple few lines, and it creates this. I would have loved to have written this out. Oh, I know what I'm gonna do. I'm actually gonna add that to another song. Now let's see what it does. I actually like that. Now I added these lyrics to another existing song with lyrics. Let's see what happens. Hold on.
Move your body, baby. Pound it to the beat. Grooving to the music. Grooving to the music. Do you feel the heat?
That's still the old stuff.
Let's go crazy.
All right,
Move your body, baby. Pound it to the beat.
not that one.
Turn up the volume, crank up the bass. Rockin' to the beat, no time to waste. Grooving to the music, bouncing on my feet. Come on, everybody.
I combined them now. I'm not feeling that.
Yeah, yeah. Let's go crazy. Bring it down,
I'm not feeling that.
Yeah. Turn up the volume, crank up the bass. Rockin' to the beat.
I'm gonna take this word out.
Grooving to the music, bouncing on my feet. Come on, everybody, get off your seat. Yeah, get that groove on, no matter where you be. Shake it anywhere, baby, you and me. Join me on the dance floor, rock it all night. Closer to your body, under the moonlight. Tingling down my spine. Electricity in the air, swaying with my baby.
I like this actually.
In our hair, keeping with the rhythm and beating.
All right, let's move on. We're gonna just do hip hop. Let's see.
Oh yeah! Chill up, turn up the volume, crank up the bass, rock it.
I'm not.
Turn up the volume, crank up the bass.
I don't like
Rocking
that.
to the beat.
Music body, baby, I pound it to the beat. Grooving to the music, do you feel the heat? Turn up the volume, crank up the bass. Rock it to the beat, no time to waste. Grooving to the music, dancing on my feet. Come on, everybody, get off your seat. Get that groove on, no matter where you be. Shake it in anywhere, baby,
I want to take this word out.
Turn up the volume, crank up the bass, rock into the beat, no time to waste. Groove into the music, bouncing on my feet. Yeah, turn up the volume.
No. Let's see what happens when I change the genre in the next two songs.
Yeah. Turn up the volume.
All right, now
The bass.
let's see if it changes.
Yeah, yeah. Turn up the volume, crank up the bass.
I don't like it at all.
Yeah, yeah. Turn up the volume, crank up the bass.
Ill.
Yeah, yeah. Turn up the volume.
Let's try
Crank up
this.
the bass, rockin' to the beat. No time to waste.
I'm playing with genres now.
Turn up the volume, crank up the bass.
I'm not gonna waste my credits on this
Rockin' to
experiment.
the beat. No time to waste. Grooving to the music, bouncing on my feet. Yeah. Turn up the volume, crank up the bass.
Wow, that went to
Rockin'
heck.
to the beat, no.
Ugh.
Yeah, yeah. Turn up the volume, crank up the bass. Rockin' to the beat.
It's so.
Yeah.
It's.
No, no.
I don't like the way the style of the vocals are.
Oh, yeah.
Now I like this a little.
Turn up the volume, crank up the bass. Rockin' to the beat, no time to waste. Grooving to the music, bouncing on my feet. Come on, everybody, get off your seat. Get that groove on, no matter where you be.
Boring.
Shake it anywhere,
Boring.
baby, you and me. Turn up the volume, crank up the bass, rocking to the beat, no time to waste.
Again, the same
Moving to the music,
repetitive
bouncing on my
audio
feet.
style for the vocals.
Hey, yeah. Turn up the volume, crank up the bass, rocking to the beat, no time to waste. Grooving to the music, bouncing on my feet.
Again, same thing.
Come on, everybody, get off your seat. Turning up the volume, crank up the bass, rocking to the beat, no time to waste. Grooving to the music, bouncing on my feet. Come on, everybody,
See, I don't like
get
it.
off your seat. Get that groove on, no matter
Alright, let's try this genre
Yo,
mix.
let's go. Chin up, chin up.
Changing it up.
Turn up the volume, crank up the bass, rockin' to the beat, no time to wait.
I don't like them.
Moving to the music,
See, it's doing the
bouncing
same
on my feet.
style.
Come on,
I don't like it.
turn up the volume, crank up the bass. Turn up the volume, turn up the volume, crank up the bass.
Oh man,
Into the beat, no time to waste.
it's killing me.
It's got a boom. Turn up the volume, crank up the bass.
let's go Basie. Let's go crazy. Baby, boom, boom, boom. Boom. Then let's go. Yeah. Turn up the volume, crank up the bass. Rockin' to the beat, no time to waste. Grooving to the music, bouncing on my feet. Come on, everybody, get off your seat. Get that groove on, no matter where you be. Shake it anywhere, baby, you and me. Join me on the dance floor, rock it all night. Closer to your body, under the moonlight. Tingling down my spine, electricity in the air. Swaying with my baby, electrostatic in our hair.
I'm gonna try something crazy.
Yeah.
And then I'm not wasting no more.
Keeping with the rhythm in beat and mood of tone. Turn up the one. Fuck you real Mike D. Turn up the volume. Crank up the bass. Rockin' to the beat. No time to waste. Grooving to the music. Bouncing on my feet.
Not really.
Turn up the volume. Crank up the bass.
No way. No way.
Turn up the volume, crank up the bass, rockin' to the beat, no time to waste. Grooving to the music, bouncing on my feet. Come on, everybody, get off your seat. Get that groove on, no matter where you be. Shake it anywhere, baby, you and me. Join me on the dance floor, rock it all night. Closer to your body, under the moonlight. Tingling down my spine, electricity in the air. Swaying with my baby, electrostatic in our hair. Keeping with the rhythm, in beat and mood of tones. Feeding off your energy, rattling my bones. Cruising down the highway, my baby by my side. Turn up the volume, rocking as we ride. Driving to woofer beats, car seems to be alive. All in sync together, this is how we thrive. As we get home, we turn down the light. You and I together make it through the night. Marvin plays in the room, let's get it on. Music made with each other to the break of dawn. Tingling down my spine, electricity in the air. Swaying with my baby, electrostatic in our hair. Keeping with the rhythm, in beat and mood of tones. Feeding off your energy, rattling my bones. Move your body, baby, pound it to the beat. Grooving to the music, do you feel the heat? Baby, boom, boom, boom. Let's go crazy, baby. Boom, boom, boom. Tingling down my spine, electricity in the air. Swaying with my baby, electrostatic in our hair. Keeping with the
It's not too bad. It isn't too bad.
Turn up the volume, crank up the bass, rocking to the beat, no time to waste. Grooving to the
No.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Turn up the volume, crank up the bass, rocking to the beat, no time to waste. Grooving to the music, bouncing on my feet. up the volume, crank up the bass.
I can tell right away. I'm not wasting no more credits on this experiment.
Turn up the volume, crank up the bass. Rocking to the beat, no time to waste. Grooving to the music, bouncing on my feet. Come on everybody, get off your seat. Yeah, get that groove on, no matter where you be. Shake it anywhere, baby, you and me. Join me on the dance floor, rock it all night. Closer to your body, under the moonlight. Tingling down my spine, electricity in the air. Swaying with my baby, electrostatic in our hair. Keeping with the rhythm, in beat and mood tones. Feeding off your energy, rattling my bones.
I'm gonna put one more.
Cruising down the highway, my baby by my side. Turn up the volume, rocking as we ride. Driving to woofer beats, car seems to be alive. All in sync together, this is how we thrive. As we get home, we turn down the light. You and I together, make it through the night. Marvin plays in the room, let's get it on. Music made with each other, to the break of dawn.
Let me see what this does.
Yeah. Yeah, turn up the volume, crank up the bass. Rocking to the beat, no time to waste. Grooving to the music, bouncing on my feet. Come on everybody, get off your seat. Get that groove on, no matter where you be. Shake it anywhere, baby, you and me. Join me on the dance floor, rock it all night. Closer to your body, under the moonlight.
Nope.
Tingling down my spine, electricity in
Nope.
the
Don't like it. This is experimental.
Turn up the volume, crank up the bass. Rocking to the beat, no time to waste. Grooving to the music, bouncing on my feet. Come on everybody, get off your seat. Get that groove on, no matter where you be. Shake it anywhere, baby, you and me. Join me on the dance floor, rock it all night. Closer to your body, under the moonlight. Turn up the volume, crank up the bass. Rocking to the beat, no time to waste. Grooving to the music, bouncing on my feet. Come on everybody, get off your seat. Get that groove on, no matter where you be. Shake it anywhere, baby, you and me. Join me on the dance floor, rock it all night. Closer to your body, under the moonlight. Tingling down my spine, electricity in the air. Swaying with my baby, electrostatic in our the volume, crank up the bass, rocking to the beat.
See, so this experiment failed. I see it as fail.
Yeah, yeah. Turn up the volume, crank up the bass.
It's okay though. I just wanted to play with it with Suno. She dropped the remote and it broke into 1,000 pieces. She says if I can fix it. That's what just happened in the background here. Good night, Astro, if you're still there. So, it's just crazy. Anyway, it's 12:30. I think it's time for me to go to sleep and rest and see what's going on in this house. So, to anyone who may be still here watching, have a great rest of your night, morning, whatever it is. Have a great rest of your weekend. And until the next time, be well, be